What is your love looking like in the next 3 months? Welcome to the Lucis Mirror channel, and what is your love life looking like in the next 3 months? So this could be, as I say that, as I'm getting like intuitive hits as I'm saying that, this could be what your love journey might be in the next 3 months until you get to 3 months, like from here to 3 months. Or this could be like what your love life will look like at 3 months. I don't know what message is going to come out for you, but that's what I'm kind of like picking up on. We'll see once the energies come out for each pile. I definitely do recommend watching each pile always to the end, because sometimes as I'm pulling the cards away after I've said, oh, keep your light on, good luck, I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes that happens. And that might be the nugget, because I've watched my own readings and I'm like, okay, they usually are freakishly scary, like scarily accurate. And I'm like, oh, this chick is crazy and this chick is me. Then, or sometimes there's readings where I'm like, okay, well, and then I hear something towards the end. I'm like, oh shit, this is a thing. Or as the reader speaking, sometimes I'll get another message from spirit at the end, and I've heard people from comments or even personal, sometimes they're like, that's the thing that like I needed to hear. That caught me immediately. So I would just say watch the reading till the end, fast forward it or something if you need to, as in speed run it, speed listen. But I don't want you to miss any messages. That's my whole thing here. All right, my friend, pile 5, pile 2, pile 6. Love in the next 3 months. All right, I'll see you there. Hey there, pile 2. What is your love life looking like in the next 3 months? Hopefully, at 3 months, it could give us a journey, but I don't know. We'll see what the energy says. Oh, I thought I was in the upright. Okay, so you have 2 major arcanas and very similar major arcanas. You basically have the feminine and the masculine version of the same energy. Very, very interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Wands. I am using the Before Tarot. This was gifted to the channel. If you want to gift a deck to the channel, there's an Amazon link in the description box below. I would love that. I adore this deck, and I'm very grateful to the person that bought it for the channel, because I love the Before and After Tarot. I've just been very into the Before Tarot lately. And there was a time when I was just solely into the After Tarot. Probably the After Tarot would work very well for this reading, but here we are. The High Priestess and the Hierophant is very much like spiritual energies. I do think the High Priestess is the sort of feminine counterpart to, or like link to, the Hierophant, which is maybe a little bit more masculine, right? Sometimes the Hierophant is called like the Pope, and the High Priestess is like, the High Priestess, like a Mother Superior versus the Pope, and they each govern their own domains. The High Priestess is very much an internal reflection, internal world, secrets in the internal world, depth in the internal world, privacy, all those things. Whereas the external, the structures that we see, the governments, the order, right? Like the things that we see that for some reason I'm getting limitations are in the Hierophant energy, right? These are the structures that exist in the world, whether they're physical structures or organizational structures as in organizations, or even like external constructs like faith, right? Like someone can be Christian, and that's like a Hierophant thing, but how they relate to their faith and their spiritualness, their spirituality would be the high priestess's representation. So it's two sides of the same coin, just an external and internal, if not even like a masculine, feminine, more so like inside and outside, what's seen and what's unseen. So this is interesting. It's giving all of them in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So it looks like in the next 3 months, you might experience a breakup. Okay, for some of you, you might experience a breakup. You may meet somebody and experience a breakup with them. If you're with somebody right now, you too may experience a breakup, or you have experienced a breakup recently, or with the person who's with somebody, because, I don't want to like I don't want you to rebuke this reading because you heard me say you're going to break up with somebody. You might, but it's more so, or in addition, it could really be a message of the way that you two's dynamic is changes, right? So if you are going through a tough time with a person in your life right now and you are coupled, this is for people who are coupled, not a situationship, not an I hope ship, not an I crush ship. No, like this is your person. They know you're their person. You know they're their person. Like it's very known. It's very together. It's very like we are a couple. People know, like you guys are like that. Maybe you're going through troubles right now. In 3 months, if there's no breakup, there could be a healing. But it's going to take a lot of vulnerability. It's going to take a lot. And what that vulnerability is going to look like is going to be dismantling of your shit and their shit, right? This is you speaking honestly. This is you saying, listen, I just miss you. I want your attention. I want you to pay more attention to me. I feel like these things are taking you away from me, and I hate that I feel that, but I miss you. I want to be closer to you, whatever, right? This may not be the case, but it's like an example, and it's them saying, hey, listen, like, I feel pressured. I feel like I'm demanded of too much. I feel like I'm losing myself. I feel like I'm not my own person anymore. I want to do more. And it's you guys getting really raw and being able to listen and not judge to each other, and really being closer together by dismantling the structures of what it's been, and the internal structures on the inside. Again, it is giving like things that are failing you. So your values and beliefs on the inside and how things are structurally on the outside. So for instance, for some of you, maybe you're being stifled by feminine and masculine roles, right? Maybe you're a feminine person or you're like let's say just in a heterosexual relationship, right? Like you're a female and your partner is male, and in this dynamic, stereotype structures that would state that the female is supposed to be more receptive. She's supposed to be, more this, that, and the other. But you're a female who wants what she wants. And like, you're trying to be in this feminine energy, but you're like, this shit is just not like, I want to fucking do something about this. And your person who's male is, they're trying to be in their masculine energy. And they're just like, oh, this is not working for me. Like, I just want to like relax. Like, I just want to be taken care of sometimes. Like, I don't want this whole thing to be on my shoulders all the time, or whatever the case may be. There's that dismantling. And then there's a dismantling on the inside of being able to speak to your partner and tell them what's going on inside of you internally, the raw truth of, yeah, I saw you talking to this person and it made me feel tight in my chest. I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to leave me for somebody else. I don't want you to leave me. I want you to only look at me. I just want you to only look at me and say those things that make you feel ugly, and own up to them in a beautiful, sacred way. And they also do the same with you, where they say like, no, I don't want you to do these things. I don't want you to. And they say those ugly but sacred things, and you two sort of figure that out and come to a healing. All right, so those are for my couples. You're either going to break up or you're going to stitch things together, and this is sort of like what's going to sort of happen, okay? Or in 3 months' time, that's sort of like where you're landing. There's a really, really sweet anime called, what was it called? Time Twilight or something? Twilight Focus? Twilight Out of Focus. Yes. It was Twilight Out of Focus. I thought it was Sasaki and Miyano. It is a boys' love. So this is it's a relationship between two boys, two males. But it's really beautiful. It's got 3 different stories in it. And the first story is a story where these 2 boys are like roommates, and long story short, honestly, I really, really love that anime. Like, I think I've watched it like twice. I really, really liked it. And what I'm seeing here is the how naked they were with each other's feelings, how naked they were at saying like, I know that this is your passion, this is what you want to do, but I feel bad because I don't want to lose you to this. I just want you to be there for me. I don't want anybody else to have time with you. I don't want you to be making friends with other people, and because I'm afraid you'll leave me in the dust. And the other person says, I'm really happy that you feel like that, because it lets me know that you do care about me and you're not going to forget me, and I'm still important to you even though I'm spreading my wings. And ultimately, they share these ugly and what would be looked at as stereotypically toxic, but it's not toxic because it's not being kept in the waste. Like, it's being aired out in a way, and they're sharing with each other, and we listen and we don't judge, where they're listening to the heart of the ugly sacredness of it. And so they're able to speak openly and understand each other's needs and desires. And the person eventually does end up like joining a club and pursuing their dream, and the other person also pursues their dream, and it's healthy, right? They didn't hold back the fact that I don't want you to leave me. Like, I just want you to just be where I want to see you. They say those things, they don't act them out, they express them. And by expressing them, they're no longer, it's really beautiful. I thought it was really, really neat. I thought it was really cool. And I really, really like that. I think it takes a special kind of grouping of people to say that, and not to say, okay, I'll shrink. Like, I'll stay small so you can still have me, so you can feel good, because that's not going to make the person happy. The happier your partner is, the happier you are, is the ideal. And so what I'm seeing here is that for the couples. For those of you who are single, situationship, or whatever, what I'm seeing here is healing. You're healing. So on a personal note, actually 2 things. On a personal note, we'll talk about that next. Let's hope I remember. I'll say for some of you, you may find yourself in a relationship that is the what I just described. One where you're upfront, right? You're more upfront, which is on a personal note, right? Because you've done the work, you're a lot more upfront about what you want. You communicate it better. You're better at opening up about what you want. You're better about your boundaries in love. You're better about what you're open and available for. You've changed your type. Your type has changed. And it doesn't necessarily mean your physical type. It very well could be your physical type with the Hierophant, but also the energy of the kind of people you are attracting has changed. You've healed something. You've taken away the influences, the thoughts, the feelings, the experiences that you've had in your past that were affecting your heart and making your pick people that were in line with those wounds to show you those wounds so you could heal them. You're no longer picking motherfuckers that show you the wounds that you had. You're now tuning into people and attracting people that are in line with how you've changed, how you're more open. And if anything, you're bending, like, people that come towards you, you're pulling that out. You're creating new dynamics with people. Ones that are more open, more telling, more closer to who you are as a person and not what you used to be or what it's always been for you, or even them. Okay, so that's a huge, huge deal. The personal work that you've done on yourself where you've become more open about your rigid structures, and you've also become more boundaried about your personal truths and not accepting just anything. You're a lot more turned off when you need to be turned off. You're not gaslighting yourself into staying turned on for the sake of connection, or for the sake of, oh, let me give it a chance, or for the sake of, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like, fuck, no. Like, you're like, no, this isn't for me. I know it's not for me. It sucks, but it's not for me, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Okay, like, this is the energy that you're in the next 3 months in love, and that is bringing in a more aligned love, and it's different. It's not your type anymore. Your type has changed in 3 months because of the really beautiful unearthing work that you've done for yourself. Okay, so 8 of Wands is you're moving at a pace where your love life is going to be filled with a lot more life and truth, to be honest with you. Truth. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is kind of giving like something, I don't know, steady, but not as slow. I know in the reverse it's like stopped, but I'm getting like not as slow. But you're also moving at a pace that you can handle. Like, you are handling Ace of Cups, the world. You are handling things much better in your love space because you're just a lot more stable, which is crazy, right? These are like all reversals, but you're probably going to be the most stable you've ever been in love. And it might be a little bit chaotic, but like intuitively, your system, your being is like, obviously, like flies and moths are going to be attracted to light, you know what I mean? But you're just, I feel like you've leveled up. Like, you are leveling up in 3 months. This process has not been easy, but it's definitely been well worth it. And I think it's also been, easy is not even a word to describe it. It's just been well worth it. Like, you've done well. You're doing well, and you are doing it. And you will see the proof of the pudding in your reality, in the type of people that you're attracting, and even the caliber of people that you're attracting, which I didn't want to say, but it just looked out. The caliber of people you're attracting, and the kind of dynamics that you are attracting, what you're pulling out of people. And if they can't hang, they can't hang. But it's because you've changed. Like, you have changed. For some of you, even like your environment may change, or the places that you go to may change. You might be a lot more open, a lot warmer, because you've freed yourself of these heavy burdened swords. Like, this three of swords is really, it feels like heavy burdens have been released, and your heart is a lot more whole, but it's also learned, right? It's a lot more innocent, but also not really, because it had, I don't know, you're better. Like, I want to pull a bit more. I want to find out a little bit more about next 3 months in love. The Empress in reverse. Wow, this is so much major arcanas here. You're no longer giving to things. I mean, we've said this. You're no longer giving to things that don't feed you. You're no longer giving to dynamics that don't feed you. You're no longer giving to truths that are no longer true for you. You're just no longer giving into structures that don't make sense for you. Like, some of you might be moving. If anything, you've just done so much inner work that you've like leapt into like a different timeline. Okay, like, you've just moved into a different timeline, into a different space where you're just, babe, like, you're just different. Okay, in love, you're different. You're not giving to things that don't give to you. You're not giving to things that don't serve you. 2, 3, 5. I love it for you. And the 3 of Swords is a 3-3, which is so crazy that the 3 rules the mother. I mean, the 3 of Swords and the Empress is here. But yeah, I think you're no longer giving to dynamics that don't make sense, and you're giving a lot more to yourself. Tell me a bit more. Tell me about love. Like, what's going on with love? Any suitors? Any like love dynamics here? Any interests? People of interest? Spirit, tell me about love. King of Wands, that's crazy. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. We put respect on the illumination, all right? Spirit is the prime citizen of the Illumination, baby girl. Oh my God, I call everybody girl. I just saw what's at the bottom of the deck, and it's beautiful. I freaking love it. All right, 2 things. Hopefully I remember the second one. King of Wands in reverse is showing up here. You are really getting rid of dusties, okay? You're getting rid of people that it's just not going, it's a non-starter. You're not gaslighting yourself into giving people chances. I've said this already, all right? In terms of suitors, if there is a person in your life that does not fit your life, they are not coming along, okay? They're not coming along. They're not going to be there. You're in a season of like shedding. Maybe you've been in a season of shedding and you're shedding people, okay? You're shedding love interests and even maybe other interests, even jobs, locations, or whatever. Like you're shedding things that do not work for you anymore. You have changed. You are changing. And I'm going to say it's for the better. I'm not getting a bad vibe from this, all right? You're changing for the better. And these King of Wands in reverse, you're no longer going for just attention for the sake of attention. You're now going for something with a lot more substance. And this isn't to say that you're not going to like somebody because they got muscles or they're cute or they got a great walk. Like, you're still human. Please live. But as soon as you meet them and as soon as you get to know them more, you're not going to be held by just their looks. You're not going to be held by just the attraction. The attraction will now falter if they don't come in a way that makes sense for you. And then we have the Emperor. Okay. This is what I was saying about. This is number 1. This is you. Okay. Number 1, this is you. You are the Emperor. You decide. Lots of masculine, feminine, internal, external play going on here, which is really beautiful. If this was like a solo reading, I would definitely just go into each energies because I would want to know a lot more about like that interplay between some of the energies that I'm seeing. But you're no longer going for like craziness. You're no longer giving to wildness. You're now entering into like your Emperor era where you're building. You want to build. You've gotten it out of your system for the sake of attention. If somebody looks cute, baby girl, look at everybody, okay? I call everybody girl. Look at them. Please enjoy what God has put on this earth. Look at them. But you're no longer falling for the okie doke. Like, you're not tricking yourself into giving yourself away, your time away, your energy away to someone who just looks good, unless they have some type of substance as well that makes sense and adds to your empire. And that's no shade. It just is what it is. Like, you're still going to be cordial, but you're not really trying to like do more than necessary. Your turned off game is so strong. And this Emperor here is saying that you are likely to meet somebody that is going to match this energy that you're in, because you are that energy and that energy is being magnetized to it. So because even kings won't be able to match up to it, the Empress in reverse is saying, I'm not trying to give to that. I'm trying to give to something that makes sense. So you might, in 3 months or even a little bit after, be in a position to attract an Emperor archetype person. This is someone solid. This is someone that builds. This is someone that recognizes you and you recognize them as, oh, okay, this is someone who's worth my time. This is someone who you're used to, like, this is someone who, when you meet them and you guys go on a date or whatever, this is you like being surprised by what they have going on in their world and the depth that they bring to the table, because you're like, oh, okay, like this is something, like you're actually like visibly impressed. For those of you in the relationship I was speaking about earlier, this is about no longer, just sticking things around, fighting, arguing, no longer giving to the dynamic in a healthy way. The Emperor is now you two building something, sound, building something more stable and more sound. So Pal2, I don't know what this is. It's definitely something about a lot of change going on in your world that is internal and maybe external. It could even be like faith-based for some of you. I didn't see any change in locations, but there could be for some of you, honestly, some changes in locations. Like you might be frequenting new places with that. Who was that? With the Hierophant in reverse, it does feel like there's some type of movement, like physical movement in your world that you'll be doing. And with the Empress in reverse, it's also giving some physical movement where you're no longer in the space that is your former domain. You're now in a newer space. All right. I wish you everything. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this reading resonated with you and what requests. My tongue is broken. That you have. I'd love to hear from you. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hey there, Pal 6. What is your love life looking like in the next 3 months? Nice, nice. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Justice in reverse. Oh, 4 of Wands in reverse. Who's this? 6 of Cups. Who's that? Oh, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Jeez, my boy stays in the reverse, huh? Baby, baby, baby. Pal 6, baby. Poblano pepper. All right. Anyway, my friend, I'm loving this. I'm just like kind of like taking this energy in. You have the 6 of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the King of Pentacles. Shit. In the next 3 months, there's some type of move that you might make between now and 3 months that you get to meet someone fairly stable, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, you may also meet somebody and move to where they are. If you are with somebody now, you two may move in together, as in you moving to where they are, or you two getting a place together. Someone may be getting engaged after the move. If you have recently moved in with somebody, you may be getting engaged sooner than you know. Sorry for ruining the surprise. Okay. For some of you, you may have a financial opportunity that you move for where you might meet somebody as well. For some of you, yeah, that's I'd say that. In 3 months, you might be taking a little trip or something. And by that point, someone might take you on a trip. Like someone of romantic interest might take you on a trip, or you might meet someone on a trip. But for those of you that, I've already said you might take a trip and meet somebody on the trip, and or someone from like across the pond, or someone from like, a distance away, you meet them. Or you might meet somebody who's like a little foreign or new to the area, or like you're new to the area. That whole gamut, all right? But there's something here also about you meeting somebody in these 3 months and them paying for a trip for you. Okay. Okay, fine. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus season may be of relevance to you. So that's, God, what is that? Late August to mid-September. late December to mid-January. Late April to mid-May. Could be relevant times. Either that's somebody's birthday, that's a meeting time. You could meet somebody and things move fairly fast between the two of you. As in, like, within 4 months, you two are, like, moving in together. Maybe even, like, in a relationship. That to me is so slow. 4 months just dating? Like, what are we doing? What is that? Yeah, but anyway, you could get into a relationship, sure, right? Maybe it's long distance in some ways, and you finally sort of like meet again or whatever, something like that. That could be it, right? That makes sense. For some of you could move in together and, like, you know, you meet and 4 months later, 4 to 6 months later, you move in together. Or some of you might even get engaged or have some type of like promise structure of, this is a promise ring. I will give you the real ring later, but I have intentions here. Like, there's someone here who wants to invest in you. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're definitely meeting somebody. For those of you who are not coupled, you're meeting somebody or something is deepening with someone that you know. So for those of you who are coupled, you might be taking like a vacation with your partner and you guys get closer together. And I think like your partner is largely going to like foot the bill or something like that. Maybe they'll be the one to propose taking a vacation, right? Like, maybe you two might go on like a drive together, I guess. You two might go on a drive together, some type of trip. Locally, or you might take like, you might go on a boat. You might go on a boat. You may meet on a cruise. I don't know your life, right? Like, there's something like that. Let's see a little bit more. What's up? What's going on in the next 3 months? Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Excuse me. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is like pursuing you. Even if you're coupled, I feel like something's gonna, like, maybe your partner gets a promotion or something and they're just a lot more comfortable in their stability and earning potential, that they're a lot more better about moving things forward in your relationship because now they feel more comfortable in their world. We see that showing up twice with the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles here. Even the 6 of Wands, I mean, all of it is just is giving vibes of now that I got it, I want to share it. I want to take you with me. I want to make these moves and show you that I want to cross into certain thresholds with you. So you're getting into a dynamic with somebody who I need to see if this is you or them. It's them. King of Swords. Great. In the reverse. This is someone that you may not have met yet for some of you. Like, you haven't met this person yet. And for some of you, it's somebody who you're not fully engaged with, that's not fully engaged with you. You two might become a lot closer. But again, maybe some of you haven't even met this person. Anyway, this person isn't just here for a good time, they're here for a long time. They're thinking about longevity. They like to be seen with you. They want to flaunt you. They want to take care of you. They want people to see that you're taken care of. Like, they want people to see the influence of them in your life. So again, we've got trips, right? Vacation. Just this energy of like you feeling really good and them happy that you feel good because your happiness is a reflection of them. Oh, purr. May I be a pile 6 in 3 months. This person takes pride and honor, and it also just comes naturally to them to care for you. And did I mention it's not just sexual? It's like very grounded. The Knight of Wands in reverse typically is not like hot boy, but to me personally, in my intuition work, well, when I'm reading for you all in my personal life, the readings, the energies are a lot more rote, okay? But when I'm reading for you all, the intuitive energy of the Knight of Wands in reverse is someone who's staying, right? There's still the passion of the knight. There's still the humph of the knight. There's still all of the fieriness of the Knight of Wands. But this knight is kind of tired. Like, they don't want to keep going from encampment to encampment. They've found an encampment that they want, and they're going to just stay put. Now, for how long? I don't know. With the Knight of Pentacles, we're thinking for a longer time. With the Ace of Pentacles, we're thinking for a longer time. So, okay, we may clarify the Knight. But even with the Knight of Pentacles here, this person is looking at you. Like, you're the one that they want to, oh, that's nice. You're the multiple encampments. Oh. They want to keep coming to you over and over and over again. Oh. They have a passion for you over and over and over again, right? They like being good to you. They like coming back and pleasing you. They like coming back and doing things for you. They like coming back and being seen with you. They like coming back and exalting you. They like that. That's something that they enjoy doing. Oh, purr. Yes. Let's clarify the Knight. The Sun in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. Now that's very interesting. And then we have the Two of Wands in the upright. Who's at the top? Five of Wands for whatever. Here's the thing, Ria. This reiterates what I've said with the Page of Wands, okay, in the reverse. The Page of Wands is the adventurer, okay? The Page of Wands is, I want to go, I want to explore lands, I want to conquer places, I want to see the world. And we do see Two of Wands, I want to see the world, right? Baby boy holding the world. But once they see you, it's no longer a trip they want. They no longer want to travel alone. You feel me? They no longer want to travel alone. They want to travel with you. They want to move forward with you. They want to move things along with you. If you're coupled and this is your dynamic, hallelujah. Great. I'm happy for you. If you're single, this is what's coming to you in the next 3 months. Hallelujah. Okay? If you're in a situationship, I don't know what to tell you, babe. Maybe. Could be. But also, you want this, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, someone's coming along and they want to travel with you. They want to move along with you. Like, you're the travel buddy. Now, for some of you, this person wants to invest in you, and it feels to me like you're interested as well. All right, you're interested, you're keen. My thing here is this someone who, you know, sometimes we meet people who are more adventure buddies than partners, you know? Is that what this is? Someone who wants to like have you on their shoulder and you're a status symbol and you're amazing. Look what I got. You're the trophy. But are they, you know, engaged with you as a person as well? Or is it just like, this is someone who you go on trips with, not someone who you try and make a life with? I don't know. So let's go back to the Sun. The Sun in reverse then tells me about the Knight of Wands, that this is someone who, and we kind of saw this with the King of Swords in reverse, clarifying the King of Pentacles. This is someone who has been sad. Okay, the sun in the reverse is not sad, but this feels like somebody who, first of all, lots of fire energy. Okay, this is Leo, Sag, Aries. This person is someone who, I feel like they're ready to settle down. Like they're ready to like settle down, and it's not settling. I feel like when they meet, they've been in an energy of like, I want to plant roots. I no longer want to watch sunrises come up with different people, or I no longer want to watch sunrises come up alone. I want someone to travel this life with, right? And that person is looking very much like you. So this is somebody who they've experienced like how nice it can be to explore life, but they want to explore life with someone, and that's looking like you. I do want to check if, and even with the Two of Wands, right, like they're in that space, but I do want to check this King of Pentacles and check the quality of this King of Pentacles. Fucking hell yeah, listen. The Justice comes out. She was in the reverse before. So this person has a history to them. Okay, they've got brothiness. They've got a lot in their bag. They've lived a life and they want to share their life with you, and you're a dime piece. Right? Like, you feel like a reward. Damn, this is some good. Okay, may I be at Pal 6 at this time? Hey, future elusive, this is you, baby. This person, the quality of this king is not a fly by night. Okay, this is not someone who just wants to be perceived as a travel buddy. Because there are some relationships where it's not that serious, right? This is someone who you go out, you enjoy adventures, you enjoy what they want to provide, and you do that whole thing, but it doesn't really go anywhere, right? It's not meant to in some ways. Like, they're just a grand gestures type person, and they want to live that life, and they want to provide that for someone without the shackles. Whereas this person doesn't want to see more sunrises alone anymore. They want to see sunrises with someone that matters. They want to be seen with you in public with someone that matters. They want to move forward into the next phase of their life with someone that matters. The quality of this King of Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles. Let's freaking go. I'll drink to that. They used to probably be a fly-by-night. Or they were somebody that wasn't really keen, and you met them or are meeting them at a moment when they're really interested. Like, you've met them at the right time, and it's like right person, right time. Okay, if this is someone you're in a relationship with, this could be them changing a little bit, where they want to be more stable and discerning. They've been a lot more gosh, what's the word? Not practical, but more involved, I guess, in you two's progress forward as a couple. Okay, so they're being a lot more intentional if you're in a relationship. If you're uncoupled, yeah, babe, this is the 10 of Pentacles. This person wants to bring the King of Pentacles that they are and the 9 of Pentacles that you are, and start putting down roots. They want to start putting down roots. For some of this person could be a little bit older than you. Yeah, but I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles, you're gonna love it. And this person is looking for like the long haul. Like, this person is looking for like marriage, settling down, something committed, something like in the law, right? We have justice here. Something in the law where it's like, you're mine, I'm yours. We're putting names on leases, names on documents, emergency contacts, you know, that whole thing, babies or whatever. If that's what's like, this is like some legal stuff. I want to know if you'll like this. I mean, I think you'll love it, to be honest. I think you'll be into it, but ugh. Bunch of cards flipped over. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Oh. Did I put my foot in my mouth? You'll be skeptical. You'll be skeptical of this person's strength because of like your past, I guess. You'll be skeptical of this person. You'll like have your guard up. And honestly, I kind of feel like that is kind of what's going to help this person move along with you. It's almost like they have to earn you in some way. They have to prove themselves worthy. And I'm not saying go out here talking to everybody like, you have to prove to me. Like, no, like your vibe is just like that of, I'm a 9 of Pentacles. Like, I am the 9 of Pentacles person. I live a life. I'm good in myself. Like, yeah, I would like to be a 10. I'd like to be partnered and have that security of having someone else and like a stable foundation and stuff. But like yours, it doesn't impress me much. Like, I'm wary of you. Like, whoa, what is your deal? Before I offer you my cup, like, what are you bringing to me? Like, what is this? So you're going to be sketchy of this person and this dynamic. Strength literally was in the deck, right? I was saying like, because you've been hurt, you've been through some things. And, oh, babe, you're going to give this person a run for their money. No wonder they're so down bad for you. They're like, wait, you mean you don't want me? Even with all of my money? You mean my money doesn't impress you? It doesn't impress you much? You mean what? You mean what? You mean, huh? You mean what? And you're like, oh, babe, you're wounded. Oh, baby. You've been through some things in life. You've been through some things. And again, for those of you who are coupled, like, you're not going to trust this turn that they're doing. You're going to be like, oh, is this like just like a Tuesday? Like, okay, what's different about this? Like, why are you changed? Why are you like this? Like, you're gonna be kind of skeptical because you've been wounded in the past. Like, you've had hopes in this dynamic and things didn't move forward, and now why all of a sudden? And for my single people, yeah, that's gonna be like, you're kind of like, you're internally, your strength in reverse is like, no, I don't trust this. I'm not gonna like, nah, I don't trust it. But the bottom of the deck, the Lovers, you're going to feel a connection here. And that's probably what's going to be even more scarier, because you know you've felt something for this person. You know you've felt things for others in the past. And those are the ones that hurt the most, when you feel the connection the most, right? Because that's the way that it goes. You feel something more, it hurts more. Duh. You know what I mean? You invest big, you lose big. That's just kind of how it goes if you lose. And that's like your fear. But I think you are ultimately going to choose to engage with this person. Yeah, you will accept their offer with sweaty palms and reluctancy and keep your eyes open. Come back to me in 3 months and be like, Luce, you were right. I don't know how to lower my guard. I don't know if I can trust this person. Come through for a personal in 3 months. Put it in your calendar. Put it in your calendar. In 3 months, go to lucelumiere.live and book a reading. Because I met this amazing person and now I'm self-sabotaging myself because of what I've been through. My demons are coming up. Yep. Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess in reverse. Alright, Pile 6. I wish you everything. That sounds like a great outlook. I do think some of that hard to get is that very natural hard to get is going to add a little flavor to, you know, this person, and like, oh shit, I have to like work for this, and they're kind of going to like it. They're kind of going to like that. They're kind of into it. So, I mean, carry on, right? I wish you everything. Keep you that on good luck. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pile 5. Love in 3 months. What's that looking like? What's your love life looking like in 3 months? You know who I like hearing talk? Glorilla. I like hearing her talk. I like watching the videos where she's talking to this man. I think he's interviewing her on some type of podcast. We'll take him. And you can see his eyes dilate as she's talking and she's saying words and he's like, what the hell? Glorilla. She's so fun. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups. The King of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Do we stop? The Strength in reverse. Hof, hof. Oh, the Six of Wands. That's weird. The Justice. That's also weird. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. We can keep going. I think we're stopping. But I got the Death, the Emperor, the Fool, the Six of Swords. Oh my gosh. Babe. Pile 5, I'm exhausted. All right, my friend. Love in the next 3 months. Glorilla. I think you grow up a little. Honestly, I do. I think you grow up a little. And I say that respectfully. I think you grow up a little. You see that certain things about you, your nature, how you act in love, the stuff that you've got going on in love, it's not cute anymore. Time is moving. It's not cute anymore. Or this is what you've seen about yourself now, and how I end this is where you'll be by the end of 3 months. You know, you'll see the reaping of how it went from your realization that this isn't cute anymore. Like, I don't like this anymore. I want something different, to the point where you do start working on yourself, your stability, your finances, your skills, changing in very practical ways, and you reaping those benefits in 3 months and seeing that, wow, 3 months ago I was a certain way and 3 months now I'm a bit different. And it doesn't even have to be 3 months. It could be that you've been on this journey of changing. You've been on this journey of trying to just be better, because certain things are just not cute anymore, right? How you're acting, or certain dynamics, or certain stories repeating, or just like limbo, or just like not choosing, waiting for someone to choose you. Like, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. And you maybe have been changing and shifting and exploring new things and indulging in your own emotions in a more constructive way, as opposed to having your emotions rule you. You're looking at your emotions and you're really kind of dealing with them, and you have been dealing with them. And maybe you've been trying different people here and there, different mindsets, different perspectives here and there, different people that have come your way, and you're just kind of like, So for some of you, in 5 months, in 3 months, for some of you, you might be focusing on your career. You might be learning a new skill that is an act of love for yourself, to be better in yourself, to feel more at home in yourself, to feel just better in you. And this is what you are now engaging in your life, right? Like, you're engaging in you-ness and not just ignoring yourself, or, drinking yourself silly, or enjoying vices at the risk of your health, your mental health. You're actually maybe paying more attention to your mental health, For some of you in helpful, others of you in unhelpful ways. But eventually you land at a place where you're working on it, right? Your path is your path, and you're working on yourself in those ways. So I'm not seeing like romantic love here. I am seeing more self-love and more I don't want to say respect, but someone who is a lot more trying to be a lot more self-loving to themselves. Someone who's just over being in limbo. Someone who's over being chosen and is over hoping someone will choose them so they choose them. Right? Like you're changing. You're changing to show yourself the love that you've been wanting externally, internally. For some of you, maybe you're in a certain situation where you can't date. And so, in as much as that's kind of like unsatisfactory, maybe you're in a city that you can't date. Maybe your schedule is so bad and you're like, oh, well, in until, in several months, then I'll be in a better place. So you're just kind of using this time to improve yourself in some ways. You know what I mean? Like there's something here about that. I'm just not seeing dating. I'm not seeing anybody of interest. Like I'm seeing there could be like romantic trysts and like people who are cool and people who are keen, and maybe like some sparks here and there, and maybe like a week-long flings, something like that. Like, oh, you meet someone on Saturday, and by the next Saturday it's fizzled out, right? Like sometimes it can be like that, matching people online and you're just kind of like, oh, it fizzled out. Or maybe you meet and in that month it fizzles out, or in 2 weeks it fizzles out, right? It's just something like fizzles out. Like so you can have flings, but I'm mostly seeing at the end of the day, like you're working on yourself, which flings are a part of it sometimes, right? Like you working on yourself is you seeing what you like and you seeing different people and doing what you can, but just not really feeling it. It almost feels like your arms are tied. Like you're just not in a place that you can actually do what you want to do, whether that's because it's self-imposed and like your habits or what have you are being changed, or you're in literally a place or a time in your life where like you can't do much of anything, so you're just doing what you can do. So that's what I'm seeing in the 3 months. It could change. And I don't see you suffering. I see you kind of being like, well, I'll make the best of it. I see you making the best of it, honestly. I don't see you regretting the 3 months. I really don't. I see you maybe regretting certain choices that you might make in love in the 3 months. Like, gosh, why did I give that person my number? I knew I wasn't interested. I need to stop doing that. But that's, again, a lesson learned, right? Like, that's a habit that you need to break, and you've broken it. Taking the L in the beginning and the embarrassment in the beginning or whatever of saying no versus saying yes, and now you're like, oh, God, this is awful. I'm laughing because that's historically been me. Oh my God. I just got honey water all over myself. Are there any suitors, any love interests of note coming in the next 3 months? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. No opportunities, but I think you kind of knew that, right? No opportunities. No one of note. Maybe, the devil showed up. That's not the devil card. This one. So maybe like lustful ones where you're kind of like, I should not have done that. Be careful. Please be careful. Wrap it up. Do what you need to do. You don't want to be stuck in a situation with somebody that you were never meant to be stuck with. All because of hormones and bad decisions. Or alcohol. Or anything else. What else? What's the good in this? Because it is good. I just want more good. Nice. The Chariot. Okay. Hanging time with friends. And, all right, at the end of it all, once you've gone through the whatever, the Page of Cups tells me that you will, nice, and the Five of Pentacles answers that as well. Queen of Cups in reverse. All right, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. Anyway, at the end of it, I will say there is this Page of Cups here. So at the end of it, there is this nice, like that's good. There is this nice that does come along at the end of this. So it depends on where you're at in the story. If you're like, yes, Luce, I'm sick of my shit, or I'm sick of the world, or the world I'm in, the space I'm in, I do see that like I'm making certain choices that I need to change. Like I need to change. Like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm sick of this. I'm sick of what I've been doing or what I've been getting or who is around me or the place I'm in. But this is where I'm at until I'm not. Then you're in this journey that I've just been talking about. And good news for you, this person, if you're like, yes, Luz, it's been me. I'm just focusing on my work now. I'm just keeping my nose to the grind because that's the best I can do. And like, this is me. I'm just focusing on my skills. I'm taking a pottery class. I'm taking a shooting class and all these things. Like, this is the best I can do. Great. Then for you, what I'm about to say is more so what you're getting into now in the next 3 months. Which is, first off, maybe a little bit more of the same, but then you're going to graduate into this area where the Chariot, you're going to be moving more into the direction of what you are wanting. Of what, oh my God, do these Sphinxes have lipstick on their faces? They do. Let's just do something like that. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be moving towards something that makes more sense, like in your world, just period. So the groundwork that you're doing is going to eventually move you forward steadily. It is moving you forward steadily. That's the undercurrent. I'm actually seeing the Chariot dragging the wheel. Like if the wheel is in reverse, that doesn't mean you're not moving. It just feels like you're in the reverse, but actually the Chariot is like dragging that same reversed wheel. Maybe it's a little clunky, but it's moving. And once the wheel decides to dislodge and move forward, you're in a different place. And you're like, oh my God. That's beautiful. Three of Cups is you're going to be spending more time with friends. You're going to be making more connections. And I like it because this Four of Cups, it really exemplifies those 3 cups and that 1 cup. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to be spending more time with friends. You're going to be in a happier place, enjoying community and enjoying the people around you and nurturing those relationships. Because once you get into a relationship with somebody, or once you start getting these blessings in the form of like signs and symbols from the universe or your world, yourself, showing you that, hey, things are changing, right? The type of people you're attracting, the type of dynamics you're attracting, how you're showing up in dynamics. Once you start seeing these things, I think you'll be able to honor not just a relationship, but also the rest of your world. So this time is almost like a time in the next 3 months to enjoy your friendships, enjoy the people in your world that aren't romantic relationships. This isn't to say, there's going to be flings, right? There's going to be people here and there. Use those flings to grow, right? See what they bring up in you. See how they trigger you, or see how they bless you, or see how it's kind of fun and you can let it go and have a good time and just be like, all right, well, that was a story. That was a story, right? Chat with your girls or chat with your boys and just have a good bonding time with them. And enjoy. And then you'll stumble into somebody that feels nice and a little bit different. Yep, who you might even marry, the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. So that's the craziest thing, because remember how I said, first of all, Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere, and Spirit is the prime citizen of freaking the illumination, Remember how I said the chariot will be dragging this stuck wheel? Okay, gila, gila, gila. The little sphinxes with the makeup on their face, little red lipstick will be dragging, will be going where you're still like you're still moving, right? You're still moving. It just doesn't seem like you're moving, but you're still moving. The chariot is taking you forward. It's just the underlying current. You're just not seeing it because the wheel is stuck. You're like, nothing's changing my environment, but like you're changing, you're growing, you're pivoting, you're working on yourself, you're working on your world and making it richer, your skills, your job, your body, like whatever that is, like you're doing those things in the interim, the stuckness, but the chariot is moving you forward. Then all of a sudden the chariot will hit a bump and it'll dislodge and it'll start moving in the right direction forward, and you'll look up and you'll be like, oh shit, things are different. It just like that, but it wasn't just like that. This is the chariot dragging the wheel. Once things are different with this page, all of a sudden it's Hierophant marriage. How did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get into a serious offer with somebody who's seriously offering something stable, something seen, something organized, something faith-based, something real? How did I get here? And over the course of time, you've beefed up your community with the people in your world that make your world even richer. You've beefed up your skills and your work even richer. So it's not just the romantic partner that's like super important. Your whole world is not super important. And that makes you much more of a richer person, you know? So, Part 5, listen, that was great. That was beautiful. I love that for you. Okay. I wish you everything. I really do. That was wild. Enjoy singlehood. If you're in a relationship, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you're in a relationship, I mean, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on things. Keep working on the humdrum of life. Just be, you know, improve yourself, make better decisions, make better choices. Enjoy your friends, enjoy other things in your life that bring you joy, and soon enough, the wheel will turn. And I love that. Look at that. Look, Spirit really do be living in the house of Lumiere. Come through. Who's here? Night of Wands. No more dusties. Listen, no more dusties. No more dusty behavior. But yeah, I think as a coupled person, I'm just seeing you spending quite a lot of time on yourself, your body, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, your job, your career, and your skills, honing like what interests you, spending time with the girls, with the boys, and then eventually, you know, your partner, and just enjoying your own life. And then eventually your partner just kind of is like, hey, I miss you. I miss us. I want to go out. And you start doing that more. It becomes a cemented part of your culture. They start scheduling dates with you if things have been a little bit, you know, too busy. They start, you know, making that time for you with that Page of Cups. And the Hierophant, it becomes more so of like a permanent structure in your relationship, right? So, I mean, that's great. You know, that's great. I think I need a new water bottle. I think I need a new water bottle. All right, my friend. I'll keep you, keep me posted. Keep me posted. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye.